It is Sunday. The tournaments. They must be spoken. It's January 11th, and we're dating all our tournaments from January 12th to January 18th in the Greater Toronto Hamilton area, as well as we have our quick update on the ROCs either in the States for January, and a couple announcements for some related to the ROC and Super Qualifier in Windsor on March 7th in Windsor, Ontario. So let's get started. Monday, January 12, 2015, at Conspiracy Comics at 844 King Street West in Hamilton, Ontario. We have the build is called The Faulty Powers. Come on, British sitcoms? Anyone? No? Alright, fine. You guys are all young. This is going to be a 700-point Silver Age tournament. At the beginning of your turn, you roll a d6 and have the result. You must choose an equal number of printed powers for each friendly character. These powers cannot be used until the beginning of your next turn. So if you roll like a 5 or 6, you got to take 3 powers on each of your characters, and they can't use those powers. Ooh, make sure you got a lot of colors on your dials going into this one. That's 700 points. Entry is $5 or free, depending on attendance. Lately, Conspiracy Comics has had really good attendance, and I'm really excited to see that. So let's keep the train going for them. And this week, first, second, and fellowship prize are going to be getting the Brave and the Bold Diana Prince, as well as bat signals and other participation pricing. All right. Next up, also on Monday, there'll be Casual Monday at the Comic Book Addiction, and that's at 1022 Brock Street South in Whitby, Ontario. Monday, 6 p.m., we have, and this is still January 12th, who is the fastest man alive? You got to build a 400-point constructed Golden Age team. All your characters must have hypersonic speed printed somewhere on their dial. It doesn't necessarily have to be like beginning of the dial or later on the dial, but not a white power granting hypersonic speed. They've got to actually get the power. For this tournament, Kid Zoom from Brave and the Bold is not allowed. Build cheaters. As well, any figure with the winged flight symbol has the boot speed symbol instead. Bring a fun team awards for fellowship. Next up, 401 Games at 518 Yonge Street, Toronto at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, January 13th, will be Flash Week 4, 300 points modern. I like theirs. Moving on, Wednesday, we've got no announcements for Wednesday. So we go on to Thursday at Black Knight Games at 868 Mohawk Road East in Hamilton. This week, it will be 400-point Flash Sealed. And it is $25 for Stronghold members, $30 for non-Stronghold members. Stronghold members at the Black Knight Games get all kinds of sorts of discounts on entry into tournaments. As well, they also collect points towards later incentives, to say the least. The more money you spend, the more you get back for it. So that's a Stronghold membership at Black Knight Games at 868 Mohawk Road East in Hamilton. This week at my local haunt, the Comic Warehouse at 20 Strathern Avenue, Brampton, there will be no official tournament. It is a Magic pre-release this weekend. As well, for Sunday at Comic Book Addiction, there will be no event because there's a Magic pre-release this weekend. Magic is a very popular game, guys, and it fills up stores. But we also have some of our own events coming up that are going to fill up the stores and get those guys out of our store, too. So we move on next to the ROC report. Of course, this past weekend was Majestic's ROC. News is trickling in, but at the time that I'm here right now and talking about it, Aaron Cantu of 2 Clicks from KO has actually managed to win himself the No Tactics portion of the tournament. They're also currently running the co-main event. Last check on day 1, Jake Williams went undefeated 5-0. And made it to the second day of the co-main event, which is a Tactics Included tournament. In the meantime, next weekend, that'll be January 17th, Space Cadet Collections is going to be holding an ROC Super Qualifier as well. And, of course, for some reason, I forgot on my script to put their location. So I'm going to stop being a rookie and get on my game here and find out where they are. This is... Did I say Space Cadets Collections? Oh man, I'm totally ruining this right now. Yes. Okay, here we go. Space Cadets Collections is in Oak Ridge, North Texas. And that's going to be held on January 17th. This is, of course, the ROC Super Qualifier. And this follows the pre-April format, which is no tactics, no figures bigger than a peanut base, base-wise. Okay? As well, no entity possession. And then after that, the next week, January 24th, two-headed games in Cincinnati is going... Or, sorry, no... Greater Cincinnati Super Qual. Oh, okay, sorry. This is going to be at Highland Heights, Kentucky. My bad. It's going to be two-headed games running this, and that's going to be January 24th. So, in further ROC news, the Road to Windsor is looking to get developed and is getting started. A lot of stores are starting to jump on board with this. We have 3 of our local Greater Toronto area stores that have already actually jumped on board here. Now, all my dates right now are tentative until I have one, or at least a comic warehouse. This date is tentative until I get approval from HC Rums in the ROC, TCG player rather. And this is going to be at the Comic Warehouse at 20 Strathern Avenue. Tentative date is February 21st. It's going to be this Saturday. And we are running the ROC format that Windsor is going to be running. So this will be no tactics, no figures with bigger than a peanut base, no entity possession. Modern Age, 300 points. As well, Comic Book Addiction, 1022 Brock Street in Whitby. The next day, tentatively, February 22nd, the Sunday we'll be having their winner map for qualification to get into the Windsor ROC. Also tentative on the books, we have Black Knight Games that's jumped on at 868 Mohawk Road in Hamilton. Their tentative date is February 28th. So that's 3 very close together, also very close to the date. So it gives us a chance to decide whether or not we have to pay when we get to Windsor or not. That said, I'd like to thank Dan for helping us arrange this with our stores local here, as Dan is running on March 7th the ROC Eastern Canada, we live in Canada, Eastern Canada Super Qualifier, and in Windsor, Ontario at the Ambassador Golf Club. That's again March 7th. 2015. As we get closer to date, more details will fly about location and amenities. Dan has given me some information that there will be some hotels relatively reasonably within the area. As well, we'll link the Facebook event down below, as we like to do, to make sure that we know all the information that Dan is giving us from there. In the meantime, I'd like to thank everybody for watching once again, and congratulations and good luck, further good luck to anybody who's playing in Majestics at this very second. You guys probably already finished the tournament by the time I've actually edited and released this, and I want to say good games to all, especially you, Mr. Aaron Cantu. Can't wait to talk to you again. Bye-bye. Also, an announcement coming from Black Knight Games. Starting in February, they have a Major League event running. And now, here's the details that I got from Brad. This is going to be starting February 5th, I believe. And the entry fee for the entirety of the league is to become part of the league. It's $15 if you pre-register. $20 if you register after the 31st of January. Or if you become a Stronghold member at Black Knight Games, it's 100% free. After, of course, that entry fee, there will be the $5, $6 entry fees when you go to the tournaments themselves. This is, of course, to bulk up the end point prize of the league. Now, the prizes, we do have some things in the prize pool. I have to get some confirmations with regards to some of the details about it, so I'm not going to announce it just yet. We'll get into deeper detail about it next week. But in the meantime, there's quite a bit already added. There's cases of product, bricks of product, boosters, just getting some names for those, as well as gift certificates to Black Knight Games themselves. Now, in order to win these prizes that they're offering, you've got to collect points. Now, this is kind of points similar in the ways that it worked for things like War of Light. So, showing up to one of the events gets you 1 point. Winning the event gets you another point. Winning the roll-off, I'm not sure about the details on that, but That's 1 point. Having the Nifty Team prize, that's 1 point as well. Nifty Team I'll get into in a minute. There's going to be random event stipulations that get you a point. As well, fellowship voting at the end of the month can get you 2 points. So be a good sportsman kind of thing. It's kind of developing sportsmanship is a major portion of this. Now, there's a couple ideas with regards to event stipulations that he's mentioned. For one, random. There could be something weird like if the build's 400-point modern age team, then instead of bringing in a constructed team, buy some packs and build it there. That's probably what I plan on doing. What else do we have? If it's a 300-point golden age tournament, bring in the golden team. Make your team all gold colored. That's the kind of stuff that they're looking for with regards to the random stipulation prize. So it's going to be running for 16 weeks, so about 4 months. So this is 4 months of play that you accumulate your points over. The person with the most points at the end of the season will get 4 draws. Second place person, 3 draws. Most fellowship points, 2 draws. Most neatest team prizes get 2 draws. Everyone else gets 1 draw for a... Oh yeah, so extra draws. So it's kind of like a raffle at the end of it, and you're just kind of collecting raffle tickets for having all this extra kind of stuff. So if you happen to show up, like let's just say everybody gets 1 draw who enters the league at bare minimum. If you show up and have a pulse for one, or you lose everything, whatever, there's still a chance you can win one of these draw prizes. The extra points really goes more towards extra draw points. So it's not really about winning. It's just kind of getting those points, if you catch what I'm saying. So, again, this starts February 5th, I believe, was the first event that he listed to me. And I believe that's a 400-point modern age constructed. So, I plan on trying to get out to these, as many of them as I can. Transportation, of course, being an issue, and work schedule being an issue, too. But I do plan on doing it, and we'll see how that goes for me. In the meantime, guys, that's all I got for now. And I hope to see you guys next week with the next update.